After completing this section, you will be able to explain the objectives of service fulfillment, describe order-to-cash lifecycle, explain different aspects of service fulfillment including order decomposition, workflow, inventory management and service configuration and activation. Service fulfillment is a vertical end-to-end process grouping for implementing and activating services for the customer. Service fulfillment is responsible for providing customers with their requested services in a timely and correct manner. It translates customers' business or personal needs into a solution which can be delivered using specific products from enterprise. Service fulfillment is responsible for accepting and issuing orders. This process informs the customers of the status of their purchase order, ensures completion on time, as well as ensuring a delighted customer. The life cycle of an order contains the following key steps. The order is taken from the customer and entered into the CRM system. This is usually the first contact with the customer, hence, is one of the crucial areas for customer care to be displayed. However, once the order has been taken, the real work starts. Typically, the order will be automatically passed into an order management system, OMS, and a workflow for this order will be generated. The workflow contains the key tasks that need to be undertaken in order to successfully deliver the service. The OMS may also link into some form of inventory management system, IMS, to allocate the resources for the tasks. The tasks to be executed will be assigned to a workgroup for completion. However, a task may link directly to a provisioning system to configure the devices without an external interaction. Once provision is completed, various systems like billing, inventory are notified of a completed service activation. So, fulfillment is responsible to fulfill right order at the right time to the right customer. The trend today is, give the customer with options of bundling services. Generally, the CRM captures the bundled order, and it is the job of the order management system or provisioning system to decompose the order, set the dependency among the orders, and update the status back to the CRM. Decomposing the service and setting dependency is key task of the BOSS. Workflows is defined as the operational aspects of a business process, defines collection and sequence of tasks. A workflow normally has a strong temporal logic associated with its tasks. Certain tasks cannot commence before some tasks have been committed or rolled back. An important part of the design of a workflow is to specify this temporal logic. There are some semantic dependencies between workflow tasks. Some tasks must be performed in sequential order. Some tasks are performed in parallel to achieve maximum performance, and some tasks are performed as alternative but competing tasks, that is, only one successful result is use. Different activities in the workflow will go into different work queue. The work queues will be owned by different user or user groups. Based on the ownerships of the queue, activities will appear in the work queue for the users to act upon. A work queue is sort of an box for a user. As and when an activity is assigned to a person, the same appears in his/her work queue. In some cases, the user will inform via emails or pop-up notifications. In a telco world, inventory management is required to keep track of the network equipments, where it is, how it is configured, its status like planned, ordered, in operation, etc. Until recently, this inventory component was often considered to be offline, and it was more of a tool for planning and purchasing department than the operation department. Inventory can be of two types: physical inventory and logical inventory. Physical inventory can be further divided into inside plant physical inventory and outside plant physical inventory. Example of each of the inventory types are mentioned. Logical inventory is something that cannot be seen or counted. Some examples of logical inventory are capacity, time slots, and circuits. Until recently, inventory system was considered to be offline system and was used as a tool by planning and engineering department. But now, it is being used intensively by the operations staff and is being connected online with network-facing systems like network management systems to keep track of the network resources in real time. Moreover, it is also integrated with provision systems to enable flow-through provisioning and with assurance systems to enable real-time impact analysis in case of a network breakdown. Other inventory items that can be stored: customer inventory, for example customers, contacts, and orders. Business inventory, for example including principal applications. Supplier inventory, for example service providers, contacts, contracts, initial and recurrent charges, off-network resources. Engineering, in planning inventory, for example GIS information, build-out plans. Part inventory, for example spares, parts on order, parts in repair. Today, network inventory is being looked as a service provider's resource platform, which is more than just a static list of network assets. The inventory components are used in the execution of several other processes like provisioning, to find if there are enough resources capacity in the network to provision the service to the customer. Service provisioning, to find the free resource and get it activated for the service. Service assurance, to find the service and customer impact of a fault. Inventory is also used to support the planning, administration, and forecasting activities within the network operation department. Inventory systems often poorly reflect the resources available in the network. Periodically, an audit should be conducted against the actual network, and a reconciliation should be done on the network inventory to keep it accurate. Service configuration and activation enables communication service providers to fulfill the services offered to the customers. This involves receiving the request from the Order Management System, OMS, or Customer Relationship Management System, CRM, designing the circuit, resource and service configuration, service activation, and sending the response back to the OMS or CRM system. The service configuration and activation process can be decomposed into receiving an order from the northbound interfaces, CRM, OMS or order handling system. Designing the circuit for the requested service by selecting process template, and personalized product and service suitable for the orders. Performing resource configuration, by either automatically or manually allocating and occupying the related network resource information. Performing service configuration through operations on the actual network resource configuration by means of various NMS, and commissioning and debugging. Performing service activation by activating service, verifying end-to-end service, generating report, and notify to the initiating OMS/CRM system. This completes the module. Click Next topic from navigation menu.